I want to watch this video, which talks about David Dobrik leaving YouTube for Snapchat. The only reason I want to watch this is that people are making ridiculous money on Snapchat, and I kind of want to know like what that ecosystem looks like.
A feeling of seeing a freshly uploaded David Dobrik vlog in the peak of 2019 after coming home from work or school and having 4 minutes and 20 seconds of pure joy.
I don't remember this feeling.
Dobrik was once the king of YouTube, but today he's abandoned all of that. It's been over a year since David Dobrik uploaded on his main channel. Where is David Dobrik? Well, the only place you'll find him today is Snapchat.
What a weird place to be. From a business perspective, it does make sense for Snapchat to make a play for some kind of audience. TikTok and YouTube just are printing money these days.
That app is the thing that is bankrolling David Dobrik's expensive life.
Quinn Rutledge only on Snapchat.
So my journey with Snapchat and figuring out this whole secretive world is very similar to this one scene in the movie The Big Short.
Hey Randall, what's with the Dom? Bonuses aren't for 3 months.
We just sold $200 million in credit swaps for mortgage bonds.
Is he comparing Snapchat's revenue right now to The Big Short? To what people were doing that caused the financial crisis? What bankers were doing to cause the financial crisis?
Wait, I didn't know there were swaps on mortgages.
There are now. We made it for him.
This oddly feels similar to how I found out about the money you can make on Snapchat.
Yo, Sherman, what's with all the new iPhones? I know YouTube's not paying you that well.
Dude, I posted a 10-second video on Snapchat and literally got a DM that I made $96,000.
Wait, you can make money on Snapchat?
There is a way now, and no one knows about it. Its payout is crazy. That Cam Casey guy made like $1.4 million in a week. And David Dobrik?
What?
You don't even want to know how much he's making.
How much? I want to know.
Yeah, that really happened. $96,000.
No, he did not make $96,000 from one video. There's no way.
It's important to understand how the app works.
Okay. I am so interested to know how someone could make $96,000 on a 10-second video. There's no shot.
The first rumblings I heard about Snapchat started years ago with the inception of Snapchat Spotlight, their TikTok competitor. But what was unique about this platform was not on the user end, instead on the creator end. If you knew about Snapchat Spotlight early enough, you could post the same videos you did on TikTok onto Snapchat, and then every once in a while receive a DM saying that you made anywhere between $15,000 to, I'm not joking, like $120,000 for that video. They had this whole campaign.
What? What? Who's what? Has venture capital gone too far? Where are they getting this money?
They were giving out $1 million per day.
So like on Snapchat, I made $1 million in 6 weeks.
I knew deep down that this wasn't going to be sustainable, and today I'm correct.
Wow, this is a really well shot video.
Snapchat isn't paying out like they used to for Spotlight. So then came rumblings of Snap Shows.
Okay.
Think of this as their YouTube competitor. People would make 3 to 5 minute long vertical videos, put thumbnails on them, and it would show up on this Discover feed. And the thing was, if you're able to get a Snap Show, you would make a ridiculous amount of money. To my knowledge, you basically have to know someone on the Snapchat team, so it was a networking game. And as of a couple months ago, I started hearing about Snapchat stories.
Yeah, I mean, this has to just be what is Snapchat's built-in audience, which is kids, I assume. I don't know who uses Snapchat.
And when I saw how these worked and how much some creators were getting paid out, not just the top of creators, but this creator middle class.
So I've heard through the grapevine that you know something about this Snapchat app.
Yeah, so I'm JT Casey.
Oh, this guy looks like he would be a Snapchat creator.
I am a content creator primarily on YouTube, but obviously dabble in a little bit of everything, and Snapchat is also one of my pretty big main platforms.
And I've tried talking to other creators about Snapchat, and they've gatekept the heck out of it.
They don't want you to get a piece, man. I feel like this is feeling like a finite amount of money, and if a lot of people get in on this, it could just get tanked. But who knows? Maybe this is the place. Maybe I'm going Snapchat exclusive after this.
I think like everyone really started talking about it towards the like middle to end of last year. Every single time I'd go to an event, every single time, you know, I would even like see creators in public and we would stop to talk for 10 minutes. It would be, do you have ads on Snapchat? Are you verified on Snapchat? And if you do, how did you get that? Because it was just so hard at the time. Even, you know, even today, I think that that's still the case, but like times 10. And I think all of that really just comes out of how hard it is being a content creator, but specifically a TikTok creator in 2023.
That's interesting, but why Snapchat?
It's really easy.
Like easy money?
Easy money, and easy once you get in the flow of things. You know, you posting 70 to 100 stories a day, even though that does sound like a lot of work, once you kind of get in
70 to 100? Also, who is paying this much money to advertise to what I assume is an audience full of kids? This has to be a not profitable venture for Snapchat.
literally, once you get in the mindset of Snapchat content, where that is your sole income, it's not that hard to post 100 stories a day if you're making, you know, a grand $2,000, $3,000 a day.
Yeah, I was thinking, man, 100 pictures onto Snapchat sounds like slavery, but with those kind of numbers, seeming kind of lucrative, seeming kind of worth it.
Snapchat is the only platform that offers a revenue split with its creators.
That's-
so an ad comes on,
Yeah.
and half the money goes to Snapchat, and half the money goes to the creator.
So that's all from revenue share ads? It doesn't make any sense. These ad rates must be absurdly high. From what I know about digital advertising, which is a lot, having worked both on the creator side and the marketer side, ad rates are nowhere near this high. Could be making $100 or $1,000 to $3,000 a day. I mean, the views must be crazy. The views must be crazy because the CPMs can't be, like, the cost per 1,000 views on these ads can't be that high.
Hence why JT said that creators are posting like 70 to 300 times a day. So you're probably
What a just shit feed. The shorter the content is, the more crap is going to be posted. I can't even imagine what dumpster garbage ends up on this platform.
This is only for the people that have this Snap Star. It's like the golden ticket to unlock a crap ton of money. This is why JT said that the LA scene seems to be buzzing about how to get one of these.
I guess if they're getting a ton of views and they're showing a lot of ads, this money is realistic, but it's just crazy. I mean, also, if not that many people are monetized, then their share of the money is higher.
Are getting
But-
100,000 views or 200,000 or 1 million plus views a day, and how much they're making off of posting 200 stories. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it gets crazy really fast.
What do you think a creator like David Dobrik, the top of Snapchat,
Oh.
what is he making?
You know, I think a couple of months ago, you know, we were all talking about the potential of him making, you know, 25 grand a day. And I think I think that honestly that number has gone up a lot. If I had to guess, it would probably be closer to 30 to like 40.
I mean, it has to be that much money because for him to stop making like YouTube videos and other things on other platforms, which are extremely lucrative for him, it must be an absurd amount of money.
Do you use Snapchat?
I actually don't.
I actually don't like it's a normal thing for people to use Snapchat. I don't know a single person who uses Snapchat.
I want you to guess how much David Dobrik makes per day. This is one day of his thing. How much do you think he's gonna make?
Off the Snapchat?
Off just putting Snapchat stories.
God.
I just found out the number.
Ad. Two snaps in.
2 snaps in ad.
An ad. Dude, there's so many ads.
An ad like every 2 or 3. That was another thing I was thinking is the ad density just must be insane. Because that's the only way, right? That's the only way that this would make sense for brands to pay this much money is if there's a ton of ads. Like you get inundated with them.
This is all in 24 hours?
Yep.
Boy, he is posting a lot. Homeboy is grinding. Does he make like 100K in one day?
That's a little high.
A little high?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's
A little
not that
high.
50K?
It's around that, yeah. 35 to 40K a day. Which is
Damn.
like $10 million a year.
Just off of literally taking vertical photos of random crap in his life.
Again, there is no direct confirmation from the Dobrik team or Team Snapchat on this, nor will it be easy to get some sort of confirmation like this. He is making millions off of Snapchat stories, which already is insane. At the peak of his YouTube career, he was only making $275,000 a month.
I was getting around 60 million views a month, and my check each month would be a little over $275,000.
Only. But when
Yeah, only. I was going to say, that seemed like an absurd amount of money. Estimated Snap Story payout for him today is $900K a month. So ad rates have increased from the height of David Dobrik's career. Let's not forget that. Digital ad rates are ever increasing as the landscape matures, you know. But still, for low effort content like this, that's just crazy.
But when you compare the effort he put into those vlogs on YouTube to the effort he only has to put in these Snapchat stories, it truly is wild what this has become. But still, none of that answers the question of why did he stop and abandon everything else to do just this?
Bro's got no time. He's making 35K a day on Snapchat. You think he's got time? Posting 300 stories a day.
There's still a demand for his vlogs. I'm sure he could sell a buttload of merch, and views did well.
That's not worth it. It's just not worth it. He could be taking so many pictures in that time. Imagine how many pictures he could post on Snapchat in the time it takes him to make a single vlog.
But that's where the brilliant design of Snapchat, and specifically Snapchat Stories, comes to play. Think about every platform other than Snapchat. You see something similar? Yeah, it's this feature, the comment section. And what do comment sections do? They breed echo chambers.
See, this is just teaching me that it is important to invest in every single platform as a creator, no matter how unimportant you think it is, because I would have never, ever guessed that Snapchat would be the highest paying platform.
On YouTube or TikTok, when you watch a video, you're also accompanied by everyone else's thoughts on that video. So yeah, you may only have watched one video, but you've interacted with hundreds of people's thoughts. So if you're David Dobrik and you want to avoid an echo chamber that can bring back a bad time in your life, you want to avoid these platforms because you have little control over what people can say to each other. So what's the platform you go to? Well, it's one where you can share and put out whatever message you want into the world, and one where people receive and can comment back only to you, if you want, but not to each other. So rest in peace, David's vlogs. Then I realized that this is all under assumption that Snapchat can continue to pay out creators like they're doing so right now.
This is juicy. I'm excited to see him dig into where this money's coming from.
I went to business school, meaning that I have friends who are smart in business, and one of those friends is a guy named Craig Norris. I decided to ask Craig to help me break down Snapchat's financials, and he went so above and beyond.
He made a 6-page PDF with some graphs in it. Holy mama.
I went basically through the last 5 years. In 2018, which is when I started, they had $1.18 billion of revenue, and they've had steady growth over the last 5 years. And last fiscal year, 2022, reported $4.6 billion of revenue.
What the?
In 2018, Snapchat produced is $316 million, and they have also steadily increased their gross.
What the? I mean, it was the pandemic, so just traffic was up, but still, that it sustained is crazy.
Profit to $2.6 billion in 2022.
They sound like they're doing great.
Exactly. Everything sounds great, and when you hear the word gross profit in 2022 of $2.6 billion, you think, wow, Snapchat's extremely profitable. But lower down on the income statement is something called operating and non-operating expenses. And that's where things take a bad turn for Snapchat.
So as we found out, revenue is doing quite good, and so is gross profit. But the only thing that matters,
doing insanely good, some might argue,
at the end of the day is net income. So what is separating this guy from this guy? The outrageous amount of money they're paying creators.
Okay, so they're not paying a half and half split then, right? It's not a 50-50 split. They're just paying out a shitload to attract creators.
Since 2022, when Snapchat Spotlight was first introduced and all of that, their expenses have grown by $2 billion.
Net profit doesn't look great.
Yeah,
if we look
that's a
at
huge
net profit.
Huge cut of their $2.5 billion of gross.
They have never operated at a net income. Every year they're producing net loss. 2018, $1.26 billion.
I mean, they're just a venture-backed tech company. This is not uncommon in the world of tech, right? Very few tech companies are profitable, at least pre-pandemic. Nowadays might be different, but nobody was profitable.
2019 got a little bit better. $1.03 billion loss.
Answer of that is it's easy. It's really easy.
2020, $944 million loss.
A grand, $2,000, $3,000 a day.
2021, $487 million.
Wow, they were skimming that. They were almost there.
Loss, right? So things are trending upwards. 2022, $1.43 billion net loss, which is the highest they've.
Wait, no, this line's wrong. Hold on.
1.43 billion.
1.43. It should be up here. Yeah, it's for the drama. Whatever.
Which is the highest they've reported over the last 5 years.
I love the way this video is shot so well. I love the way it's shot. Very inspiring.
So yeah, Snapchat's in some tricky waters. I guess that old cliche still stands true.
There's no such thing as a get-rich-quick scheme.
Call it an investment, though. You know what I mean? If they're successful in attracting creators, I mean, they showed that they could almost be profitable with a $400 million loss in 21. So if they could get back to that, kind of stabilize payouts and sustain that audience, it could work. But it's going to be hard if the payouts have to go down to make that happen. People are not creating on this platform because it's the best platform to create on. I cannot imagine that's the case. But still, they have to carve out market share somehow. They have to invest money into this because their other business ventures like Snap Specs or whatever not quite doing it.
Hey Dobrik, if you're watching this, I don't blame you. Cash it in, man. But
yeah,
we do miss those vlogs.
Nobody misses those vlogs.